Hello and a very good evening to you. Yes, it's that time again. It's 6 o'clock. It means it's the start of another brand new one-day special. Now that we do have two presenters here, but we've kind of switched roles a little bit today. It's really strange, as we've just been saying.
Really thrown.
You were presenting as I was guesting the other day. Now I'm presenting and you're guesting.
I know. Yeah.
It's brilliant. It really is brilliant. I can't wait for this hour.
It's that thing, isn't it? Is that you know you're in the right place when you love your craft.
Yes.
And you absolutely love what you're bringing to air.
Definitely.
And you do, and
yes.
I do, and it just is perfect.
Yes, and we think you're going to love this as well. In fact, I've been waiting for a moment to do this. I've had this little bit of a pun in my head. We're doing the new arrivals, aren't we? This is another new arrival. We've been so busy. Will we have an early departure? That's the question.
Yes, it's already selling.
It is.
It's
It is
going
already
crazy
selling.
already.
It certainly is. Now, wait until you see what we've got for you. First of all, Natasha.
Yes.
Wonderful to have you on board here
Thank you.
at Hochanda. Obviously, you've been here with us for a little while now. Great to be working with you. Great that you brought products like this.
Well, I'm really lucky to work with a company called Rhintex, and they are who have brought this fabric to you. They're a family-run business. They have their warehouses out in Holland. I flew back from there yesterday,
Oh,
so
wow.
I've been to their warehouses, so I know that this is all the stock they have. When it is gone, it's gone, that's it.
That's it. That's why we may see an early departure, because we know it's busy already.
Yeah.
We're very, very busy. In fact, that's what I'm hearing. So let's start here, because the one-day special, you've actually got two different options. We've got autumn and we've also got spring for you here. And I've got to say, Natasha, I didn't see the price beforehand, but this is an amazing price.
I know, and that was really important when I was putting this together. I wanted to bring you quality fabrics, and somehow we've managed to bring it at this incredible price. You are looking at quilting weight material, 44 inches, selvage to selvage. This is approved by the V&A.
Yeah.
Okay, so it has their seal of approval.
Yeah.
And so you know that it is official William Morris fabric.
I'm so pleased you just said William Morris, because I realised as I was looking at the screen, we've not even mentioned William Morris yet.
No.
But, of course, everybody at home is realising what they're getting here because it is so busy. And I've got to say as well, already we can tell you it's neck and neck with the two different options, which to me is telling me that you're probably going for both of these, and you can certainly do that. Now, you can use a flexi-buy option as well. 2 payments of £20. So you're saving £20 on a bundle. You have got the two options. You can go for both. You're getting no duplicates here. The only thing that you're getting the same in the two options is this piece here, isn't it?
Yeah, so the cream poppies, I've made sure that that was in both, because it is going to give you that light shade. It's perfect for linings. It's a really beautiful one, and to be honest, everyone should have good neutrals in their stash, and that's what you're getting here. It works beautifully with both of the bundles. Now, the bundles kind of fell beautifully into two different colorways with your navies and your autumnal tones here, but they're rich, they're golds, they're opulent, they're incredibly beautiful. Then on this side here, you've got the cooler shades. You've still got that darker hit there, but it's you've also got these lovely willow leaves here. You've got the golds through there, but you've got the cooler teals and the purples in there as well. Absolutely stunning. And I want to show you these because you get this in both of the bundles.
Now, if you haven't noticed already, and I'm sure you have because you are buying this so quickly, the stock is flying, 7 half-metre pieces. That's what you're getting here. That price is just incredible. So, let's have a look at half a metre.
3.5 metres of fabric.
Yeah. William Morris, nonetheless.
And I wanted to show you this. You get this in the teal in the spring bundle, but look at those hairs. Now, of course, William Morris, renowned for things like Strawberry Thief, for his hairs, for his foxes, and for the peacocks, but this has got that stunning hair in there and kind of an echo of the Strawberry Thief going on in there as well. So it's everything that you would expect from William Morris, but in just a stunning two-tone.
Definitely. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? And that's just one piece of fabric. Remember, you're getting 7 half metres in each selection.
Yeah.
Wow.
It does fold out to a huge amount.
You really can tell the quality,
It is beautiful, and that's the thing. When you get this home and you open it up, I'm afraid it will spoil you.
I can see that.
It will spoil you for cheaper fabrics, and you'll be like, oh, I need these really good ones. These are exceptional fabrics, beautiful quality, a lovely weight.
Yeah.
and just they're a joy to use. You know, they press well, they sew well. Just gorgeous.
Wow. Well, we did say it before the hour, or before at the top of the hour, I should say. When stock has gone, it has gone, and I can tell you already a quarter of each of the selections has already gone, and we are literally 5 minutes into the show. So we can't. We're not standing here telling you this and then going to say, oh, we're going to bring it back on extended delivery. Really we cannot. We've checked. We've tried. Natasha's just flown back from Holland. There is no more stock, so you need to be quick on this. You need to check those baskets out.
No. So the warehouse that this came from had what they call an open house weekend at the weekend. So this stock for Hochanda was put to one side, and everything else from the warehouse went.
It's just gone.
It's gone.
Just gone.
So
like
that's
that.
why there isn't anything else. So yeah, if you want your William Morris, and this is the brand new Standon range. So Standon, of course, is named after one of the William Morris houses. It's down in East Grinstead. It's arts and crafts through and through. So National Trust, you can go and have a look around.
Yes, oh, you must do that. Do you know, I did a little bit of research myself, and that's a place I want to go. I want to go and see that. I want to see the William Morris, you know, arts and crafts inside that building.
Yeah, oh, it's stunning.
The history behind it. You need to do that. Very, very busy indeed. So just a reminder here, this is your autumn. This one is your spring. We do think most of you are going for both of them, and why wouldn't you? Because they are absolutely stunning, but they're neck and neck.
We had that option. When I was putting this show together, I did consider just putting it all together as one massive bundle, but I thought I want it to be accessible to everyone.
Yeah.
And I thought that making it £40 this month and £40 next month, at the end of the month, might be too much. So, of course, you have the option for both, but I just wanted it to be available, and I wanted this to be accessible because it's such beautiful fabric. I really wanted you to be able to get your hands on it because it's super, super special.
Well, I can tell you almost 40% of each option has already gone. We are now just 7 minutes into the hour. We cannot get any more stock. We have got more for you as well, but so busy. I cannot say how busy we actually are. Item number 180559. Remember, you've got that flexi buy option there. If you want to go for both, it is just £40 this month, £40 next month. Just take advantage while we've got the stock, and don't forget to check those baskets. I will be reminding you, because if I don't and you miss out, you are going to really be annoyed with yourself.
Oh. Now, this item, Catherine, I am so excited to bring to you because it's one of my favourite William Morris prints, and it's been upsized because one of the hardest things as a quilter is getting your backings right.
Okay.
Kay Fassett says that when he makes a quilt, he gets an applause for the back as well as the front. The back should be as special as the front. You go to all that trouble, you want the back to be as special as the front. So what William Morris have done here is bring you the iconic Strawberry Thief in tonal fabrics. And it is quilt backing fabric. We are looking at 108 inches, selvage to selvage. It's 270 centimetres. It's going to do your biggest quilts. And we've put it in 2 metre lengths.
I'm going to test Jimmy, our director, now. Let's see if we can open this out, Natasha, because...
Yeah, you can say numbers, can't you?
You can say numbers, but you need to see
how much fabric it is.
Right, OK, I can also tell you we've got queues on the phone line as well. Quickest and easiest way is to go to the website. Can't find the end of it. There we go. Right, which way are we going?
That's your 2 metres.
That's your 2 metres, so...
If I give you that end...
Let me grab that there.
And this is how wide it is.
Oh, my goodness. It is enormous.
This is massive. So the reason that there's a story behind it being 2 metres as well. So this will do your big quilts, and you will have leftover. Or it might do a couple, you know, easily do a couple of smaller quilts. Easy. And with your leftovers, you're going to be able to do so many different things with it.
Amazing.
It's just the most stunning fabric. Imagine that on the back of your quilts.
Wow.
Isn't it stunning?
108 inches wide.
Yeah.
And you've got, what was the length again, Natasha?
2 metres.
2 metres in length.
Yeah.
Probably not going to do a very good job of folding this. You have got 3 different colour options as well. That's the navy. You've also got the red that you can see, which is beautiful, isn't it? They all are. And the linen as well. Oh, I've got a feeling that people might be going for more than one colour of this as well. Now, there is a 7-day delayed dispatch on the items today, but it's not long to wait at all. You're looking at William Morris here. You are going to wait for it, I know that. Now, you're saving £10 here. 2 payments of £22.98. There you are, £45.95. I think it's criminal to call that a backing fabric, because when you just use the word backing, and I think it's going to go on the back of something, it is absolutely stunning.
Well, to give you an idea, it's a lovely soft, soft cotton, because the back of your quilt should be soft and cosy. But just to give you an idea, this is a bag that I made and lined out of a ½ metre.
Wow.
So a ½ metre. Not only did it do that bag, look, it's lined inside and out, but also that will be, when I fill it with stuff, and that will be a door stopper. Okay. So I did that out of it as well. And one of my tablet stands. Oh, what a great idea. Yeah. So that all came out of a ½ metre with spare. Wow. Just to give you an idea. Now, incredible. Let me give you a little sneaky peek, because as Natasha, beautiful as this, well, this is the next range that we'll be launching with William Morris. So this is a sneak peek of the next range to come. But the reason it's here is because, look. Look at that. Yeah, now I see why it's so well worthwhile using a fabric like this on the back. It doesn't matter if you see the back. You're going to look at it. You're going to want to look at it, aren't you? It's absolutely beautiful. So you see, imagine that over your bed or wherever, and you just... Oh, yes, turn it up. Yeah, that's it. Beautiful. Isn't it gorgeous? Beautiful. And you get that stunning print. And I love that they've upsized and upscaled the print as well, so it is a different scale. Yeah. So with this one, with this cushion over here, I've used our 1-day special. Yeah. But you'll see that round the edge and on the back, there we are, the linen. It is the linen. Yeah. It is such a versatile one. So if you do love to make your cushions, I would get the 2 meters, because you will be able to back so many cushions and so many items. If you're doing table runners, back it in this. It's gorgeous, it's subtle, it's stylish, it's timeless. It is, that's the word, timeless. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Well, I can tell you we're busy right across the board. The busiest one at the moment, though, is the linen option. Quarter of the stock has already gone on this one. The navy is the one in the centre there, and then we have the red as well. We're busy on everything, but the one in the lead at the moment, the most vulnerable, is already the linen there. Oh, go for it. Oh, enjoy fabulous. It. Gorgeous. Oh, I'm thrilled. I'm so excited for you, because I know how much fun I've had using it. You know, working with a top quality fabric is just so joyful. Of course, you know, it's the best of the best, isn't it? It is stunning. I can tell you, when you get this home, you are going to be so pleased you bought it. You really, really are. Now, we've got more for you as well. Wait for it. We're already busy for these as well. Oh, now then, we've got 3 different options for you here as well. Again, I'm looking at these, Natasha, and I'm thinking, how on earth do you choose here? I think many people are going to go for more than one option again here. Okay, yeah. This was the thing. I wanted to bring you bundles of all prices. I wanted to make this available. Now, this we had the lowest stock in. Okay. So I couldn't put this in the ODS, because it would have limited the amount that we could have brought you. This is the only bundle with this fabric in it. So if you've been absolutely lusting after it, and I know so many of you have, this is the only bundle with this in it. This is stunning. You've got the William Morris hair, you've got the peacock, you've got the fox, you've got and that really rich plum background there as well. It is so opulent, isn't it? Now, this is actually the antique blush, because there are 3 options. So this is the antique blush, just in case you're trying to work out which is which. We have got different fabrics in each bundle. We'll show you the others as well. You do also get a spool of thread. Now, one of our spools is missing from the counter, but you will get it. When you get your order, you will get it, and we have got a picture for you. So the thread that is with it, I've chosen to... Oh, there you go. There's the copper option there.
Yeah,
and
gorgeous.
that's your copper thread. So what I've tried to do is to select a colour that will beautifully complement.
Yeah.
So if you need it to merge, then it will. But if you want to top stitch with it, then it's just going to enhance and complement.
Of course. Perfect
so
choice.
that's why that blush is in there, and you've got this lovely plum colour again that's going to work so beautifully with that, and then that with your navy poppy there.
Absolutely stunning. Now we're moving on to our platinum next, and I've got to say, if I had to choose a favourite, I don't know how I do it, but I would for this, simply because I've got these colours in my home, in my cottage.
But that's just it, isn't it? Why do we choose what we go for? Because it sits well in our home. You know, that's what we want. And if you want a timeless colour that brings elegance and style, then you want your William Morris.
You certainly do. Look at this. How beautiful. How beautiful. The hairs again there. So this is your platinum, and you get in, of course, that beautiful complementary thread included. 1,300 metres on each spool as well. So, now then, just before we go any further, just getting an update on the antique blush. 2/3 of the stock has already gone. We cannot get any more. That is the one with the lowest stocks on it as well. We genuinely cannot get any more. If you want that one, you need to be very, very quick indeed. We're likely to sell out of that before we even reach the end of the counter, I think.
So can I just show you this, because I've actually made this for my daughter.
Oh.
So Emily is, see, timeless. Emily is 16 months old.
Oh.
And, you know, sometimes I don't want to drag a whole baby bag around with me. So this I made, and it's got her baby wipes and a nappy.
Oh. So if you're just popping out somewhere and you just think, I just got to take the essentials with me, you don't need everything.
You know, if we go out for dinner or something like that, I don't want to drag everything.
Yeah.
And just look how beautiful that is lined. Now, again, you can use poppers. I'm going to just I'm going to tie a little bit of ribbon in there that will wrap round and tie.
Beautiful.
But I thought, you know, it's so simple. I'm going to make this in one of my demos.
Oh, now then, another update for you, because antique blush, well done, it's gone. We can't even mention that one anymore. It has gone. Absolutely well done to everybody. So you're down to now the platinum that we've just shown you there, and also the copper as well, which I've got to say has got my favourite green in it as well. So maybe I would go for this one. Both are very busy. I think people are just going for whatever we've got available, to be honest. Quick. You've got this one as well here. You are getting the thread that, of course, is going to complement beautifully. Isn't that gorgeous? That's stunning.
So, in the previous collections that William Morris company have started to do, you've had the willow in there, but it's been a tonal one. This one has got that detail in there, and if you look at the detail on that willow fabric, you're only going to get that with a top quality printing process, and you can only get top quality printing processes done on top quality cotton. That's what you've got here.
Do you know, if you'd have put that in front of me and said, don't even look at, just feel it, just to have my eyes closed and just feel that fabric, you can tell straight away the quality is there 100%, absolutely. Very, very busy. You can see the banner still going across the bottom there. Now, there we are. We've just got the 2 options left for you. So, details on the screen. You're saving $8.45 on this one. You've got the copper or the platinum. You are getting the spool with both. Remember as well, we just haven't got the counter product there. 790895 is the item number.
The order had come in with the Orifil as I was leaving the warehouse, and it was, do I miss my flight or do I wait for this? Because I literally put these in, I went over my baggage allowance and everything, so thank you to the very nice lady that let me through, and on the plane dragging this extra fabric.
That's a good excuse for not having that sample there. Then we shall let you off with that, Natasha. At least we've got a lovely image, and we know that you're going to get that. Now the next item, let's get to the end of the counter now, because we have got another lovely selection here. Now we've got autumn for you, which is at the top. We've got verdant.
Yep.
And then we've got the mole at the bottom here, and you can see why it's called mole with the colourways there. Beautiful, beautiful fabrics again. I think we need to open one of these out. Right,
yes. This also comes with these instructions. So I wanted to show you what you could do with 108 inches of fabric. Yeah. So, and it's entirely up to you what you do, of course, but I wanted to give you some inspiration. So what I made to go with this is it anybody that knows me, Catherine, knows that I go to the market on the weekend to get all my fruit and veg, and I'm known throughout the market for my bags. So I always will take a bag with me, which is fine when it's light like that, but by the time it's got all my veggies on, it's heavy.
Of course.
So then,
you've
got your carry handle.
How clever.
And then, when you're done, and you just want to throw it all in the car.
Ah, it's one of those fold-away ones.
It's like a pack-a-mac, but in
brilliant.
bag form. So you
lovely
can get your William Morris bag down the market with you. Keep it in your car, keep it everywhere you go.
Brilliant.
Should we unfold this one?
Let's do that.
Because the colours in this are stunning. There you go, there's your end.
You've spoiled us here, Natasha, you really have. Look at what you're getting. Because it's 108 inches wide. 108 inches wide. That's what you're getting here. Look at the price as well, a £10 saving here, just $14.99, and you're getting that pattern as well, 217553. Fabulous. Do you know what? As if you need it, I don't think you do because everything's just flying, but as if you did need it, we're going to show you a video now with some more finished samples. Wow. Now then, I'm going to give you another update because the one-day special, already 60% of each option has already gone. A reminder for those that may have forgotten or have just tuned in, we cannot get any more stock. There is definitely no more stock. You need to get this now. This is not going to last. Phone lines remain very busy. They've been busy throughout. This is not going to last. That's all I can say to you. You need to be quick and you need to check those baskets out. We'll keep you updated on the stock levels, but it is flying. Oh dear.
Well, I know it's thrown me completely because that's my first demo gone and out of the way.
Yes, because you were going to use antique blush.
You just left one. I could have done you the cushion.
Oh, but well done.
But no,
well done. You
done.
don't, seriously, you need to check those baskets out because you don't want to lose anything. So what are we going to do then, Natasha? Because it was going to be antique blush.
Right, so one of our buyers has a little boy.
Okay.
She's put in a request for the boy version of the nappy bag.
Oh, fabulous.
Okay, so this is for you.
Oh.
And if you, Jimmy, we can put in requests.
Yes.
Well, not really, Jimmy. It wasn't really like that.
Could I have a whole quilt for my king size bed, please, Natasha? Can we do that in the hour?
Well, you know. So this is delve into your stash. If you've done any kind of quilting, then, and again, I just freestyled this. So it is kind of entirely up to you. I went for 16 inches by 18 inches, just a bit of off-cut.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so we're using what you have in your stash, something like that. And then again, it's up to you how wide you want, how thick, you know, whatever size you want to do it in. And the other thing to say to that is also the firmness as well. If you want something that it ends up being a clutch bag, because effectively that's what this is, it's just a soft one, then just use something with a bit more oomph. Yeah. In terms, but I've made this nice and soft, so
with regards to stabiliser, you make the choice there, depending on the use of it.
So it can, you know, this is soft so that it can still go in your changing bag, but that's just because, you know, I'm making a sample, I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna make it useful. Now I'm using I'm using something to cut out here that has got lots of grids on it. I want to make this, what did I say, 16 inches wide, 16 by 18
you said.
I had it written down somewhere, so I'm going off the top of my head. I'm thinking that's right. Hang on, let me just measure this. Oh no, oh, good job I checked, isn't it? 12 by
16 that way, I think, is
12 by ish, yeah. 12 by
Lovely.
16ish. We can trim
Okay.
it back, it's
Yeah.
fine. And so I know that 6 is going to be my middle line.
Okay, yeah.
I've got enough fabric to fussy cut.
Ah, yes, okay.
So when I open it up, I don't know if we've got the sample anywhere, you see the 6-inch line here. I'm going to line it up right down, can you see, right down the middle here. So that 6-inch line, and I'll just run my finger down it so that you can see. So when it opens up, the rabbits and the birds, they're right in the middle.
I am so pleased you're doing that, because that would, with a
Would that
fabric
annoy
like
you?
it would have annoyed me. Because with a fabric like this, William Morris fabric with such a distinct pattern, that would, if they'd have been offset, that would have annoyed me.
Oh no, completely.
But you're saying about fussy cut, you've got very little coming off that end there, but it's still very useful.
So that would go into my stash. That would be English paper piece.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not, or I would trim it down, and actually,
Yeah.
what could I trim that back to? That's a 2-inch strip.
Yeah.
So that's still a useful piece
Very
of fabric.
useful.
You know,
Very
that's a bit of
useful.
binding or something like that
Yeah.
to go round a wallet or something
Perfect.
like that. So never throw anything away.
Lovely. So
So
very
then-
easy. Such a great shape to work with as well, because it is just a rectangle there, isn't it?
This is a beginner make, like very, very much so. I think people get daunted and worried that they're not going to be able to do anything and tell themselves that they can't do stuff.
Yeah.
And it's utter rubbish. You absolutely can. So I'm just going to fold that in half, and then I'm going to decide. So I'm going to hope that my birds are going to be at the top
Okay.
when I open up this time.
There we
And
go.
what did I say? It was going to be 18. No, 16.
16.
Didn't I?
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here, remembering what I'm doing. Because, you know.
I'm paying particular attention because I don't think there's going to be any left, but I might be going upstairs to buy some afterwards.
You'll have to trip up those stairs,
Oh
aren't you?
no, I can't. I've got to go straight over to do another hour.
Oh no! Do you want me to go get it for you?
You might have to.
Okay, all right. So that's going to be on the inside.
Okay, lovely.
So I will just have that there, like that, just to give you an idea.
Perfect. Love it.
And then I'm going to cut the same size with this. So this is going to be my outside fabric,
Lovely.
okay? And I'm not, this has got a great pattern, so I'm not so worried this time. So I will just cut this. And again, it's up to you what way up you want it. Do you have a
Okay.
way up that you'd quite like this? Oh, I'm cut that very well. have I?
I think the way you've got it works nicely.
You want that thing? Let me just. There we go. Let me do that. So, yeah, there we go.
Lovely.
What did I say? It was 16, didn't I?
There we go.
And then I need to cut that down to 12 as well. So it is that easy.
Lovely. And this fabric deserves to be worked with, doesn't it? It doesn't want to be put away and forgotten about.
No. And how you want this, is entirely up to you.
Lovely.
Well, that's going to be like that. So
Okay.
this is where this is where I always sort of take a deep breath and go, have I done this the right way? This feels very, very strange, but I'm going to put that on top of there like that. So those two fabrics are right sized together.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to pin them down.
Lovely. Now details are on the screen there for the standard collection, 7 half-metre pieces. This of course is the one-day special. You've got 2 different choices, autumn and spring. 3/4 of the autumn is now gone
Oh my goodness.
and 70% of the spring has gone. as we keep saying, and we've got to keep saying it, there will be no more stock. We cannot get hold of any more stock whatsoever. You're saving £20 here. You've got 2 payments of £20 if you want to take that flexi-buy option. Many of you we know are going for both options. You certainly can do. You've still got the flexi-buy, so it would be £40 this month, £40 next month if you're going for both of them. The only piece of fabric that is in both selections is that cream fabric at the top, which is well worth having. It really is. It's gorgeous. Yeah. There we are, details on the screen, 180559.
Now, when I keep going for my wonky pin. I'm just lightly pinning round, and I will just put myself in a little reminder. So on one edge, just, hang on, which edge am I going to do it on? There we go. On that edge there, I'm just going to put a double pin because I'm going to turn through.
Okay.
Okay, so that's going to remind me where to pin. So you've got your two fabrics right sides together, lying on top of your wadding, your interfacing, whatever it is that you're deciding to use. Now when I go over to the machine, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lengthen my stitch length a little bit. If you've got a walking foot, you can, you can use that if you want, if you go, you know, but I've got my pretty, and yeah, doesn't need it. What seam allowance you use, completely up to you. Just be consistent. Yeah. So whatever you start with, just stick with that all the way around.
Yes, especially when you've made sure you've got that pattern in the centre as well. You don't want to do one seam one size and another because you're going to offset it.
It would drive you mad, wouldn't it? Drive you mad.
It would.
Now, if you wanted to do this from the top, then you can, and just very, very gently come down, and then whoop.
Okay, lovely.
And then spin around. It really is. Now, the reason that I've come slightly, I can feel that my wadding, I should really have sewn it from the other side. Where's my pin? There we go.
Okay. Do you always sew standing up, Natasha?
I do.
Oh, even at home?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. 4 o'clock this morning, I was sewing standing up. Yeah. Been sewing since 4 o'clock this morning. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's the only time that my house is quiet. So I've got to get in early before everybody else gets up and one starts demanding snacks and things. So even the dogs do it. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say it's the other half that demands the snacks first of all. Don't forget the, you know, forget the kids. It's the other half that asks first.
Oh no.
Feed me.
Speed up for time.
Lovely.
If you do go too far, just take a little step back, and again lift that foot, and spin around. But make sure that your needle is in the needle down. Now the reason I could feel where that edge was there, so I knew that I'd gone a little bit over. You can trim it back. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
And of course, when you're at home, you're not under the pressure of the studio. You're going to take your time. You're going to, you know, you can stand or sit. You can do whatever you want. You are enjoying it. We're having a whale of a time here. I'm sure.
No, we are. It's, do you know what? It's so lovely coming here and seeing so many familiar faces for me. It's just delightful, and having everyone here all,
It is like a reunion, actually, when you think about it. I mean, there's myself, Janice, Rachel, you, lots of the guests here. We've known each other for many years, and then you kind of drift apart, go off and do your own things, and then all of a sudden we feel as though everybody's coming back. And this is home now.
But that's the crafty world, isn't
it?
It's a small world.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've known each other and loved each other for years. Great.
Oh, isn't that nice? And we can't forget about, of course, the guys in the gallery as well, because the same goes for them as well.
Yeah. Just can't escape them either.
No.
So then I'm just going to trim back. Okay.
Lovely.
So I'll move this one out the way to there, and I'll grab this one here, and then just trim back. Oh, I've gone a little bit wonky. Anyhow.
Okay. There we go.
Of course, always cutting away from yourself.
Yeah.
Always. And if you do just have any of your wadding overhanging, that's fine. You know, don't worry. What I'm doing is I'm just trimming back. I've got my 1/4 of an inch here that is on the actual stitch line.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to.
I understand.
Just so that's where it's being levelled up to, and I've got. Actually, that's pretty
wonderful. Oh, I've got a bit of an update.
Oh no!
If it's all right, just while you're trimming away there, I just want to show this. This is our copper option of one of the items we've got. This is gorgeous. This has now gone limited stock. Oh. Limited stock on this one. You need to be very quick. Oh, I can't even get the sentence out. It's just sold out. We cannot get any more. The only one we've got left now is the platinum. So that's handy, actually, if you save me one, because that's the colour that matches my cottage. I don't think it's going to last, to be honest.
So these are 100% cotton, these fabrics. So it was very important to me that I bought you a really great quality thread that is going to match the quality of the fabric that you're getting. Yeah. So what I brought for you is Orifil. It's an Italian company and made... it is beautiful threads. You get 1,300 metres.
That's a lot.
On each spool.
Fabulous.
Okay. It is 100% cotton.
Yeah.
So when you're working with cotton, it's nice to work cotton on cotton. Yeah. And the cotton that it's made from is a really top quality cotton. So the threads are really, really long. So it means that your thread is incredibly smooth, which means that machines love it.
Wonderful.
There's not the lint that you would normally get.
Now there, we're just having a little bit of a snapshot there of the platinum. Now 60% of the stock has gone. That's the only option we've got left.
Could you possibly grab that
is,
for me?
we will get that handed in. We certainly will. I adore the colours in there. They're absolutely beautiful. You can still go for that one. I'm going to urge you again to be very quick if you want it, and don't forget to check those baskets out. We're just going to have this handed in so we can show you exactly what you're getting.
Well, just with the threads, a note, because not everyone knows that when you get your thread and you start to use it, unless you have a spool that's upright, take the end off.
Ah. Interesting.
Just take
I never even noticed that.
Take it, and also if you struggle to find the end, just take the end off, it'll be hidden in there.
Yeah. I think that's the first time I've seen a spool with a base on it like that. Maybe I've just not been looking hard enough, I don't know. But this is your option that you've got left anyway. If you like the look of this, you get the base included as well, which matches perfectly with the fabric, I can see. Isn't that great?
Do you know the lengths I go to, Catherine, to bring you fabulous things? I'm just going to press this.
Isn't this stunning though? 70% of the stock has now gone with this particular item. This is the only option left, as we keep saying. I'm just going to quickly open that out again. I know it's the piece that Natasha's working with at the moment, but just to show you what you are getting. Isn't it just stunning? It really, really is. There we are. This is not going to last either. You need to be very, very quick. We're not just saying it for the sake of it. We can't do that. We're not allowed to do that. We are telling you because it is going to go.
I'm slightly worried about what I'm going to have left to make. It's okay.
Now, you've got the Alicio iron there. Is that the first time you've used that?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes. I was really scared to use it.
Were you?
But you all went, oh, I love it, I love it.
It's so amazing.
I thought I'd give it a go, you know.
What do you think?
Well, yeah, no, it's looking after me, and that's okay. I just wanted to say, you're turning through. Let me show you here. You're turning through here. You can see you've got your little gap there. What I would do is fold one side over your wadding.
Yeah.
And then fold that bit under and give that a press.
Okay.
Because then you can either slip stitch it, or you might get away with a bit of top stitching if you're lucky. But I'm just going to press that in.
Okay.
I've been a bit ham-fisted with that.
Now this is a good project for a starter as well, isn't it? Someone who's new to soft crafting and they wanted to make something quite simple to get going.
What? It really is. When you have fabrics like this, it doesn't have to be extravagant. In fact, I think the more simple the better, because then for me, I didn't want to cut into these.
I can understand that.
Too much.
Yeah.
I really wanted for these fabrics to
you want to appreciate the design, the beauty of the design, the quality of the fabric without taking away from any of that.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So we're now at this stage.
Okay.
And then it is entirely up to you how deep you want it to be. So you can hand stitch that later, or you can top stitch over that now if you wish. It's entirely up to you. So have a little play as to where you want that to be. You know,
Lovely.
something like that. And if you'd wanted to add on, I'm going to hand sew on a ribbon on mine later that I will then wrap around. But if you wanted to have added in a popper or anything, you can either hand sew on a popper, or you can get magnetic ones that you would have added in earlier. But I wanted to keep this super, super simple.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it is. It's perfect.
So from here, I will just top stitch along there and see how much of that I can encapsulate. Wish me luck. Wish me luck.
We've got every confidence.
It kind of doesn't matter because I can always slip stitch later. But I do just want to see if I can get any of that.
Okay. Now then, we remain busy. You can see the banner at the bottom of the screen there, queues on the phone line. Now, with regards to One Day Special, we'll just give you an update on the stock levels there. With regards to the autumn collection, almost 80% of the stock has gone. When it comes to spring, 3/4 of the stock has gone there. So very, very close, I've got to say. 3/4 is obviously 75%. Spring is the one where you've got those beautiful sort of heather colours in there. Absolutely gorgeous. The autumn is with the blues and those autumnal colours. We know many of you are going for both of them. You certainly can do that. You can take advantage of FlexiBuy. If you're going for one of them, you've got 2 payments of £20, £20 now, £20 in a month's time. If you want to go for both options while we've got the stock, it will be £40 now, £40 in a month's time. But you would be getting, I've got to say there, 14 half-metre pieces if you're going for both of them, because you've got 7 in each.
7 metres.
7 metres
of fabric.
So, what did I say?
If you're going for both?
Yes. No, what I meant was...
Yeah, you've got 14 half
14
metres,
half
so
metres.
7 metres
Yeah.
of fabric.
7 metres of
William Morris fabric for £80.
Yeah, exactly.
That
Can't go
should
wrong, can
be
you?
17, well, sort of £16.99 a metre.
Yeah.
So your saving on that is
Yeah.
spectacular.
It really is. We've had a question actually about the backing, Natasha. This is from Fiona. And Fiona's saying, with the backing, would it be suitable for lined curtains or Roman blinds?
It's a slightly lighter weight, I would say, than the quilting weight cotton. It's almost like it's softer weight. So rather than a lighter weight, it's slightly softer. So it's not and it's not a upholstery weight fabric. But if you line it, it's just that it hasn't got the weight to hang. If you interface it, you especially for a Roman blind, if you interface it, you could probably get away with it.
I think the question would be, what's the size of the window? If it's a small window, it's certainly not going to have a lot of weight in it. If it's a large window, you want a good lining. Is it? If you
can use your lining and kind of attach that to it, then you're going to be absolutely fine.
Yeah.
That would be my thinking on it. But if you're just waiting for it, I mean, we can hold it out. The drape on it, it's because it's a lining fabric, a backing fabric. It doesn't have the weight that you'd have with an upholstery one.
Yeah.
But if you are going to interface it, and it would be.
We have.
We'll
have a look at the red actually. I've got to say though, just being handed this, I'm thinking there is some weight in that.
Well, yeah, because
that
you've
is
got
not
2
flimsy.
metres by 2 metres 70.
Yeah. Now then, let's have a little look. Oh, it does feel beautiful though.
It does. I mean, if we hold it out so you can see how it hangs, if you're prepared to line it properly.
Right, we're still in half, aren't we there? We've got it's so big we can't
Could you
find the
imagine
middle.
us trying to do, oh yeah, hang on, you've got, there you go.
There we are.
Yeah, trying
There we
to
go.
do the beds, there we go.
There we are.
So it does, it hangs, it depends how, if you were doing ones with the swoopy bits.
The swags.
Yes, that's the word. Thank you. It evaded me for a minute there. It would be gorgeous because the drape on it is stunning.
It would be. I've made swags and tails.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah,
at-
so if you
in
can
fact,
imagine
if we do
it,
that, look, we can see the drape, can't
Yeah.
we? If we sort of see.
it's got that softness of drape that is
Yeah.
beautiful for that kind of thing. But because this is a backing fabric, you want that softness of drape. You don't want to make a quilt, put the backing on it and have it stick out like cardboard. That's why it's a lovely soft cotton.
What I will say is, I know that I've been in certain stores, can't name anything, and not particularly cheap stores either, where I have felt curtain fabric that is definitely no thicker than that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Go for it then. Go for it.
I think if you get it and you think it's not quite right, you're going to find another use for it anyway, aren't you?
Yeah.
You certainly are. Make lots of bags, nappy bags, sell them. Can we do that actually? Can we make to sell? Are we allowed to do that?
No reason why not. Absolutely no reason why not.
Fabulous.
Yeah, you
Fabulous.
can.
Now then, the platinum bundle. This is the one that Natasha's been working with, of course, on that top fabric there. The selection that I've got here, this is now limited stock. This is the final option for you. The other two are sold out. Limited stock, it's not going to last. It's going to be fastest fingers first on those buttons, I think. 790895 is the item number. Don't forget you are getting the spool of thread there as well. 1,300 metres on that one spool.
I am just going to top stitch and that's going to hold this together. So where I've got my seam allowance, and I used a 1/4 inch seam allowance, I'm just going to use that as the edge to guide me as I sew around. So it's going to look like top stitching, and it's going to give me that border all the way around. And it's pretty much done.
Yeah,
like, how
perfect.
simple is that?
Very easy indeed, but it looks wonderful.
So if when you start off, some sewing machines will just go, I can't cope with going through all those layers. Pop your walking foot on. What I've done is start slightly further in than the very, very edge.
Yeah.
I've got on this, I've got a triple stitch that goes up and down 3 times, and I just use that because it then holds it.
Yeah.
Now, as I go over here, because this is an area of high use, I'm just going to go back and forth over that.
Do you know what? I'm not even going to get hold of this one, Natasha, because guess what? The black platinum has gone as well. That has gone.
Come on.
Got to hand it over to Jack. Check those baskets out. If we do happen to get any bounce backs, we will let you know. I don't think we've had anything bounce back from the other ones, so otherwise we'd have heard about it. So I think those of you that are buying are definitely making sure you check those baskets out. You know you want it. Just make sure that you secure it, of course.
I'm thrilled for you because you're getting the most beautiful fabric. It's classy and timeless. It's Willie Morris. Everyone's had a Willie Morris, right?
I'm sure everybody watching, because they're buying, will know who William Morris is. But if you don't know, do have a look online and look at that wonderful house as well. I need to go there. I've been doing a bit of research.
Do you know what? We should have a little trip, shouldn't we?
I think we should.
Now, the next thing that I do is just, I mean, you can just leave it like that and you're done. But what I did just to help is I used that as the edge, and I ran a layer of stitching along there and then another one there, which just helps you give the fold.
Ah, I get it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, lovely. Lovely. Do you know, I'm thinking just by adapting the size of this slightly, you know, you could put all sorts in these. If you want to use it as a makeup bag, as you said, a clutch bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could we? Oh no, I don't know. I was going to say, if we use some sort of lining that's heat resistant, could we use it?
Yes. Lunchbox bag.
Right. Okay. Lunchbox. That'd be posh.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
Pop out the old William Morris lunchbox
Yes.
bag. Absolutely. Why not?
Definitely. Oh, you see, we should visit the house and then take our bags with William Morris fabric.
Well, do you know what? Can you imagine in the old gift store how much all of their fabric based things are? And you'd be like, oh. And you'd have other visitors going, where did you get, hang on a minute. Yeah, where did you get that handbag? Where did you get that market tote?
Yes.
Just a little something I whipped up
It
one
was
afternoon,
designed
you know.
by the one and only Natasha McCarthy.
Now, when I stitched along there, I've just missed a tiny bit there, so I would just get my needle and thread out and I would just slip stitch along there. But otherwise...
Beautiful, beautiful. And you know the 2-inch strip that was spare?
Yeah.
If you wanted to, you could have put a bit of binding on the edge, couldn't you, as
You
well?
could have bound the edge. You could even use that to make yourself a loop if you want to put a button on.
That'd be nice. Cover the button as well.
You could cover the button. You could cover the button. But that's as easy as it is.
Lovely, absolutely gorgeous. Thank you very much, Natasha. We're just going to pop over to the website and see what we've got left. Not a lot. Not a lot at all. Now then, remember the one-day special should last until 6 o'clock, the end of the show. 6 o'clock final call starts at 5. Don't think this one's going to last. Maybe we are going to get an early departure from our new arrivals lounge. Who knows? Now then, we've got some things to remind you of as well. Well, we have got the stocks, of course. Now, I can tell you, when it comes to the one-day special, 80% of the autumn collection has now gone, and almost 80% of the spring.
Can I show you this with the spring?
Oh, Natasha, that's lovely.
I just bring this to the table.
look
We've
at
got the
that.
handles on the website, but look, that is why you have that cream fabric in there, because
Fabulous.
if you, yeah, it's just beautiful, isn't it?
It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. There you go. Now then, we are so busy still. We've been busy right throughout the hour. This is the first hour. We've still got about 6 minutes left live, and then of course you've got time to shop in between the shows, but I wouldn't wait because stock is going so quickly. And I'm going to say it yet again, but we cannot get any more. There's not a chance. If you miss out, you are going to miss out, because that's it. So for the one-day special, let's just give you a final reminder there. The autumn collection, the spring, you've got both options. You can go for both. The only fabric that you will see in both options that's the same is the lighter one right at the top, but it's well worth having extra of that anyway.
Poppy and cream, that one.
So we have 7 individual pieces of fabric in each option, so that's 40. If you're going for both of them, that's 14 pieces of fabric altogether, half-metre pieces, so 7 metres in total. $39.99 is the price per option. You've got the flexi buy there as well. 2 payments of £20. If you are going for both of them, remember that would be, if you're taking flexi buy, a payment of £40 now, a payment of £40 in a month's time, but you will get everything that you're seeing right in front of us here. So just make sure that you pop in 2 for the multiples when you put that item number in, 180559. The only reason I'm really doing that, I'm pushing both, because we know that's what you're doing out there. They're so neck and neck. We know that's what you're doing. You're going for both, and so it's worth just pointing out the flexi buy and everything. But if you want to go for an individual one, if you want to go for your favourite, if you want to go for one that matches your home decor, then that's entirely up to you, of course. Wow. Now then, the backing, Natasha. Let's go back, because 2/3 of the linen option has gone. This is the linen option. Isn't that beautiful? You have got the blue as well, or the navy, which is blue obviously, but you've got that really beautiful navy background with that lighter blue there as well. And you've also got the red option.
I love the red option.
Do you know, I really love the red. I think that's my favourite.
I'm not normally a red person, but I absolutely adore that.
I think it's because of the design itself, and you've got a lot of that other colour there. What colour would you call that? The background colour? Well, it's not really a background colour, is it?
It's kind
of an oatmeal sort of colour, would you say?
Yes, because I'm not going to say beige, because I hate the word beige. So it's definitely not beige, but it's not a sand either. But it's
a warm colour.
It is a
isn't
warm one. It is oatmeal is a good description to it. It's not buttermilky because it hasn't got that yellow tone to it.
It's more of a peachy tone to it.
Yeah. Because this is a lovely soft red, verging on. It's soft like terracotta, but without the orange tone.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Do you know why I think it's the red that's pulling me in more than the other? I love them all, and I would be happy with any of them. But I think because it's making the design really pop, you can see every bit of detail. Yeah. So it depends on the look that you want.
It depends what you want to use it for. So for me, with the linen, I use that for backing cushions, because then you've got that
the neutral,
you've got that oversized strawberry thief print. It gives it that different element because it's a larger size to the print, whereas normally, you know, the Strawberry Thief is a small print. So to have that, but have it subtle with that two tones, this is just the most beautiful neutral.
It is.
Absolutely stunning. And if you get this, not only are you going to be able to back your quilts, so you'll be able to do that, or maybe you've got, maybe you're doing cushions,
Yeah.
then this is
Yeah.
absolutely great. So just to show you, so when I did, and this is a very simple log cabin design, and so a log cabin is traditionally a darker and a lighter colour on either side. The middle's meant to be red, but actually I should have taken some of that because that's the half of the home.
Yeah.
But it was just, I didn't want then something to overbear that pattern. So the backing fabric was perfect.
It certainly is. I'm going to use that word again. It complements beautifully, doesn't it? It really does.
But then the back of your cushion, because let's face it, I've got kids that, and almost pattern match.
Do you know, I was just going to point that out.
Almost. That was an
Was that an accident? You've done that on purpose. You've got to have done.
There you go.
But
if I didn't have such a floofy cushion in there, that would have been perfect, wouldn't it?
That is well worth doing that. Again, take your time at home because of the design of it, because the William Morris name is to this fabric. This is William Morris design. I would take the time to match those patterns. You will make it work.
I almost did. But it's just that extra little detail, or if that's backing your quilt.
Fabulous.
Oh, it's going to be
There
stunning.
we go.
I'm so excited. Or maybe that's going to be your
saving
bag
on
lining.
those. Sorry?
Maybe that's going to be your bag lining.
Definitely, yep. Use it for whatever you want. It would make a beautiful lining for your bags as well. 191 198 is the item number. Gorgeous bag there as well. Very, very quickly, just to go back to this one, because we're almost out of time. Can we do the reverse of the bag this time?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we've got 3 colour options. We've got the mole at the bottom.
Yeah.
We've got the verdant in the centre, and then we have the autumn at the top here. And you get the pattern, don't forget as well, to make this fabulous bag. This is such a clever idea.
Well, but I've got so many bags in the back of my car and I'm fed up with them. You know, you spend your 5p and whatever, and I'm just fed up with them cluttering around. I just want something that can just go in the glove box.
Yeah.
And this can.
Yeah.
And so you can hold it like that, or you've got the over-the-shoulder option.
Wow. Look at this, and you can make the straps as long or as short as you want to suit you. Yeah. Do you know, we're almost out of time. Thank you for joining us. Check your baskets out. You need to check them out. Don't miss out on what's left. Might not be gone in the morning. Bye-bye.